Oh, I don't know. I can't even see who's here.
Am I in the right live? I hope I'm in the right live. I think I might have opened two lives. Because it told me that I. No, I'm Scott Peterson, hearing update. I'm in the right live. Okay. All right. I make you a co host. Okay. I'm in the right live. Okay. All right. Why can't I find you? Debbie D. Okay. There you go. Hi, everybody. Okay. Hi, Julie. Hi, Deborah. Sorry we're late. We're working on our. I had to get our okay logo. Hi, Deborah. Sorry we're late. We're working on our. I had to get our okay logo. Everybody, could everybody mute? Thank you. Hi, Julianne Gonzalez. Hi, 61. Hi, Kevin Leonard. Everybody, I really hope I'm going to be okay at the dentist tomorrow because I've never had crowns and I don't even know what this first thing is. And obviously, I didn't get to color my hair yet, so the dentist is not going to be happy. But we'll see how it goes. But keep me in your thoughts, prayers. All right. Anyway, the hearing today for Scott Peterson. I tuned in. Okay, they were going over. He was sitting there in the courtroom. Some of you saw it. Some of you said it was boring. But what I couldn't find out is when the decision is going to be made. So, because I had to run out to go to the fair, and let's see what happened. So, Scott's trial attorney missed an opportunity to grill a California juror about bias, who eventually helped sentence him to death row for murdering his pregnant wife and unborn child. His appellate lawyer conceded Thursday while arguing the former fertilizer salesman deserves a new trial because of that juror misconduct. Attorney Cliff Gardner said that Rochelle Neese was biased and lied to get on the jury that convicted Peterson in 2014, and it was a mistake not to question. Let's see. Neese indicated on a jury questionnaire that she could stick solely to evidence at trial and avoided pre-existing opinions from introducing her verdict. She checked she couldn't be fair, the San Mateo County Superior Court Judge Ann Christine Masulo said. He never even followed up. Gardner said he thought defense lawyers believed that Neese's answer was an error on the questionnaire, but agreed it was a mistake not to ask her about it. He said her response reinforced his argument that she was gutting for Peterson. It seems astonishing to me, Gardner said. It seems absolutely consistent with the idea that she had some kind of predetermined bias in the case, and she was talking about it there. The defense is seeking a new trial for Peterson, who's 49 years old now. He was convicted of first-degree murder of Lacey Peterson, 27, and second-degree murder of their unborn son that they were going to name Connor. The California Supreme Court upheld Peterson's conviction, but they overturned his death sentence in 2020 because some jurors were improperly dismissed over their disagreement with the death penalty, despite saying they could follow the law and impose it. Masulo was assigned to decide if juror misconduct prevented Peterson from getting a fair trial. Peterson's lawyers contend, among other things, that Neese sought to be on the jury because she wanted notoriety and for financial reasons. Neese was dubbed Strawberry Shortcake for her bright red hair, and she later co-authored a book about the case with 6 other jurors. The defense said she lied on the lengthy questionnaire given to prospective jurors that asked, among other things, whether she was a crime victim or had she ever filed a lawsuit. She failed to disclose during jury selection that she filed a lawsuit and had sought a restraining order while pregnant in 2000, saying that she really fears for her unborn child because of threats from her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. She also failed to disclose that a boyfriend beat her in 2001 while she was pregnant with another child. She testified that she may have improperly answered questions, but did so truthfully. I did write it on the questionnaire because it never crossed my mind ever, she said about the restraining order. It wasn't done intentionally. It didn't cross my mind. Gardner said that there was a chasm between what Niece had written in legal papers and what she testified to during the hearing, held over several days in February and March. Niece testified in March that she didn't recall a fellow juror's account. When they joined the jury in deliberations, she declared, "We should get Scott for what he did to Lacey and little man." "It didn't sound like something I would say, but I have no idea," she said. "I don't remember this." She testified earlier that she had no bias against Peterson until after she heard the evidence that he dumped his wife's body in the San Francisco Bay on Christmas Eve of 2002. The Stanislaus County prosecutors contend there was no juror misconduct and that Niece either misunderstood or misinterpreted the questionnaire. Special Assistant District Attorney David Harris said there's no evidence Niece had a secret motive to get on the Peterson jury. Harris and defense attorney Mark Garagos actually tried to keep Niece in the selection process after the judge dismissed her because her employer would only pay for 2 weeks of jury duty. After Garagos interjected to say that she could serve if she was willing, the judge said Niece could stay if she wanted. Harris said, she then sat back down and eventually became an alternate juror who joined the deliberations after 2 original jurors were removed. "She's trying to leave," Harris said. "That is not, I really want to be here. I'm going to secretly get this guy. It's that the case, she's the world's worst spy, and she's already been excused." Garagos relied on her false answers and never would have allowed Niece to stay on the jury had he known about the restraining order, said Gardner. Harris said Niece truthfully answered questions about her ability to be fair, and she had no opinion based on pretrial publicity. The judge now has 90 days to issue a ruling, so 90 days to find out if he gets a new trial. That's what we have to find out. So that's that. And then the other thing is they finally say that Harmony Montgomery was murdered. Officials deem the slain girl's case a homicide. So let's see what's on that. After 2 years missing the New Hampshire girl Harmony Montgomery, the police announced that the 8-year-old's disappearance is now a homicide investigation. In a Thursday afternoon press conference, the Hampshire Attorney General confirmed police are investigating who murdered Harmony after new evidence obtained indicated that she was killed at some point in early December of 2019. Harmony Montgomery was murdered in Manchester, New Hampshire in the beginning of December 2019, said New Hampshire Attorney General John Formella. Harmony was officially reported missing in December of 2021, although she had not been seen in years. Court documents released earlier this year indicated that police received a call from Harmony's biological mother, Crystal Sorey, on November 18th of 2021. She claimed her daughter was missing and told police that Adam had physical custody of the little girl and she couldn't get in touch with him. Sorey added that she lost custody of Harmony in 2018 due to drug issues. Adam Montgomery, according to Sorey, blocked her calls and blocked her from social media and did not allow her to speak to Harmony after Easter of 2019. New Hampshire police reached out to the New Hampshire Department of Children's Services to locate Adam, but by December 27th of 2021, they still couldn't find him. They began searching for Adam when they learned that Harmony had not been physically seen since November 2019. Then, on December 31st, 2021, police located Adam Montgomery. He was sleeping in a car in New Hampshire along with his current girlfriend, and that girlfriend told police that Adam never ever mentioned Harmony or that he had a daughter. Adam reportedly told police that Harmony's mother came to pick her up in Manchester, New Hampshire around Thanksgiving of 2019, and he hasn't seen her since. In June, the FBI, the Manchester Police, the U.S. Marshal's Office, and the State Attorney General's Office arrived last week at the Manchester home where Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery, and his wife, Kayla Montgomery, lived with Harmony before she vanished. They set up an incident tent while the city's Department of Public Works dropped a camera into a sewer pipe where FBI agents watched the camera views from the utility truck. Investigators were seen hauling a large refrigerator wrapped in black plastic out of the apartment along with other items that were wrapped in brown paper. The search preceded a 2019 incident in which Adam Montgomery was accused of abusing his daughter. Police spoke to Adam's brother Michael, who said that Adam hit Harmony and gave her a black eye. Police then reached out to Adam's cousin Kevin, who witnessed the alleged incident. "I bashed her around the house," Adam Montgomery said, according to Kevin. Kevin told investigators that Adam was upset when her infant brother started crying because he told her to keep an eye on him. In anger, Adam allegedly spanked Harmony, made her scrub a toilet with a toothbrush, and forced her to stand in the corner for hours. Harmony's remains have not been located, and the story is still, an active investigation now, a homicide. And then, let's see. I don't know, I heard some sad news about Anne Hesh on the way home. Anne Hesh had drugs in her system at the time she crashed her car into that home last week, igniting a blaze that took 59 firefighters more than an hour to get under control. Hesh, 53, is in a coma in critical condition after the crash at that Los Angeles Mar Vista neighborhood. In preliminary testing, the blood draw revealed the presence of drugs at the Los Angeles police. In their statement, police said the specific drugs would be determined by a second test, but the case was now being investigated as a felony DUI collision. Anne Hesh crashed into the house of Lynn Michelle, who escaped the fire with her 2 dogs and a tortoise, but lost all of her property, including items of profoundly sentimental value, says her attorney, Sean Holy. The vehicle reportedly went through nearly the entire house. Investigators were also looking into whether Hesh was involved in a minor hit and run before the crash in Michelle's home. And now people are saying that she's not doing well at all. And they're saying that she is not expected to survive. They said a rep for her told People magazine in a statement that the actress had suffered a catastrophic brain injury after the crash and that plans for an organ donation process are currently underway. Anne Hesh is facing a grim prognosis after suffering a catastrophic brain injury. Unfortunately, due to her car accident, Anne suffered a severe anoxic brain injury and remains in a coma in critical condition. She is not expected to survive. It has long been her choice to donate her organs, and she's being kept on life support to determine if any are viable. The statement goes on to express gratitude for the outpouring of support and for care shown for Hesh, 53, in the aftermath of the devastating car crash on August 5th. We want to thank everyone for their kind wishes and prayers for Anne's recovery, and thank the dedicated staff and wonderful nurses that cared for Anne at the Grossman Burn Center at West Hills Hospital. This statement continues. As for her legacy, Anne had a huge heart and touched everyone she met with her generous spirit, says the rep on behalf of the family. More than her extraordinary talent, she saw spreading kindness and joy as her life's work, especially moving the needle for acceptance of who you love. She will be remembered for her courageous honesty and dearly missed for her light. Let's see here. She recently starred in the Peter Fasinelli-directed psychological thriller The Vanished for Netflix and Quiver's tornado thriller 13 Minutes. And she also had a podcast, Better Together, with Anne and Heather. And then we'll look up anoxic brain injury. Let's see. Is a syndrome of diverse etiology, most case series published to date being compound. Let's see. What is this? Relative to TBI, there was a peak frequency of ABI in males. No, that's not what we want to read there. That's not it. Increased arousal in a patient. Let me see here. So what is it? It's supposed to be, I think there's so much. A lot of studies here. So, but Rebecca was saying her brain was deprived of oxygen for a long time, and that's what that is. The clinical manifestations of it. It can diffuse injury to the brain, resulting in widespread neurological, behavioral, and cognitive impairments. I don't know, I guess it's just... I don't know. I guess that's something to really look into. It's kind of complicated there, but unfortunately they don't think she's going to survive, so prayers for her family. Now that influencer that was arrested in Hawaii, they found out when the arrest documents were unsealed, the OnlyFans Instagram model, influencer, whatever you want to call her, had an attack on her boyfriend in an elevator 2 months before she allegedly killed him. And she was throwing a knife at him at a distance of 10 feet during an argument when she killed him. The knife penetrated his chest, a slightly downward angle for more than 3 inches. That's almost like how, well, she didn't throw it, we don't think, but Danielle Redlick, right? It was one thing with the knife. Prosecutors released a video showing Courtney Clenny, who is Courtney Taylor online, attacking her boyfriend in an elevator 2 months before his death. She claimed self-defense in the April 3rd stabbing, saying that she grabbed a knife and threw it at him after he grabbed her by the neck and shoved her into the wall. The warrant for her arrest said that Clenny showed no signs of injuries. Prosecutors say it was the medical evidence of the fatal wound and a history of Clenny attacking her boyfriend that led them to charge her with murder. The violent and toxic 2-year relationship of Christian Obombeli and Courtney Clenny did not have to end in tragedy with Christian's murder as a victim of domestic violence, said State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rundle. When the couple visited Las Vegas in 2021, Clenny was arrested for domestic battery after the couple got into a loud argument, and Christian complained to police officers that he was frustrated because they didn't get to enjoy Las Vegas since all they did was drink and sleep. The police report that Clenny had thrown a glass at him when he refused to go to bed and admitted she had thrown items at him like plates and glasses in the past. The disposition of that case is unclear. When the pair lived in Austin, Texas, neighbors and police reported frequent disturbances. You could hear her throwing glasses, smashing objects, said Aiden Novisky, who lived on the floor below them Everyone on the 10th and 11th floors could hear them. They were not quiet. Police responded to a different building where the two lived in 2021 and found clothing, shoes, bags scattered all over the lawn. The couple told police they were moving to Florida and they were fighting over whether they would continue to date once they got there. The elevator video comes from February 2021 and shows the two entering the elevator together. Clenny angrily pounds on the touchscreen and then begins slapping and hitting Obumseli, even grabbing his hair as he tries to block her. He pushes her away and exits the elevator, with Clenny following. Clenny's arrest warrant says the couple broke up several times after moving to Miami, including late March when she kicked him out of the apartment, and they were back together again, though on April 1st. So, that's history of that there. And let's see what else we have. So, Ohio. A man armed with an AR-15 got into the FBI field office in Cincinnati, Ohio, Thursday morning and fired a nail gun at personnel inside. After an hours-long standoff north of the city, the man wearing body armor was shot and killed when he raised a gun and law enforcement opened fire. Ricky Walters Schiffer is the suspect, and he was present at the January 6, 2021 insurrection on the U.S. Capitol, and the New York Times said that investigators were looking into ties Schiffer, 42, may have had with extremist groups, citing law enforcement officials. A video was posted on Facebook that appears to show Schiffer at a pro-Trump rally in Washington on January 5, 2021, and he posted a message on social media accounts earlier this week threatening to kill the FBI employees. He was not charged by the Justice Department with any crimes related to the attack on the Capitol. The attack on the Cincinnati field office began at 9 a.m., according to the Ohio State Police. Lieutenant Nathan Dennis, armed FBI agents, set off an alarm and confronted the man, and he fled north on Interstate 71 in a white Crown Victoria. Dennis said troopers attempted a traffic stop but were unsuccessful. The suspect exited the freeway and eventually came to a stop, exchanging gunfire with law enforcement before he was shot and killed. Ohio State Police Lieutenant Nathan Dennis said officers had been attempting to negotiate a surrender. No police or FBI agents were injured during the incident, although authorities have not released a motive. The attack on the FBI office comes in the same week agents executed a search warrant at former President Donald Trump's Florida estate, looking for president records and classified documents that may have been illegally removed from the White House when he left. Okay, let's see. So that ended with his death. All right. So, a 14-year-old Colorado boy was found dead on Monday. He was reportedly stabbed, shot, and beaten. Josias Aragon's body was discovered near a baseball diamond at the Southwest Recreation Center in Denver. The Denver Medical Examiner listed the cause of death as multiple sharp and blunt force injuries with a gunshot wound. No arrests have been made in connection with Aragon's slaying. The police report that Aragon did not live near the recreation center where he was found. According to the Denver police, they originally said that Aragon's body showed no signs of trauma. The police spokesperson, Doug Shepman, said they believe the teen was killed when where his body was found. Anyone with information is asked to call the Metro Denver Crime Stoppers 720-913-7867. That's horrible. Okay, and that woman that killed her daughter and critically injured her son on that video, the Louisiana woman who did that, Janie Pedasclo, said she reportedly FaceTimed the children's father, and she filmed their bloody 2-year-old son and then showed the boy and his 4-year-old sister, Paris Roberts, with their throats slit. In the final video call, Roberts was reportedly heard gasping for air on the bed. Roberts died at the hospital from, the little girl, Paris Roberts, from hemorrhage and shock. She had a laceration that went from her neck down to her spine, in addition to a damaged trachea. The toddler son is currently intubated as he awaits another surgery to determine whether his trachea is healing properly. Oh my gosh. After allegedly stabbing her children, she posted a video on social media which shows her blaming her actions on Jermaine, presumably referring to her children's father, Jermaine Roberts. Covered in blood, the mother also announced that her children are dead and she will be taking her own life. She was said to have suffered a self-inflicted superficial stab wound to her collarbone. Police responded to the New Orleans residence after Jermaine received a threatening call from her. I think my watch needs to be charged. Where she had told Jermaine that she had damaged his car and that she's not going to jail because she would kill herself and the children. Afterwards, Jermaine reportedly went to the home, but the doors were barred. She allegedly told him, "We're gone, it's over with," leading him to break a window to force the entry. He then found both children lying in a bloody bed. Her son was lying face down in blood, while her daughter was foaming from the mouth. She threatened Jermaine with a knife before he rushed their children to the hospital. She was in a custody dispute with Roberts at the time of Sunday's incident. In April, Jermaine reportedly sought joint custody, which would allow him to see the children on the weekends. He also alleged that his wife was keeping the children from him and not keeping them in a healthy living situation. A hearing regarding the custody dispute was scheduled for later this month. She was charged last May for vandalizing a car belonging to Jermaine's girlfriend and ultimately pled guilty to simple criminal damage. And Jermaine's girlfriend filed a non-domestic stay-away order against her. In March, she reportedly tested positive for benzodiazepine, cocaine, and cannabinoids while undergoing a drug screening at Orleans Parish Criminal Drug Court. She is charged with second-degree murder, attempted murder, and second-degree cruelty to a juvenile, and a court hearing is scheduled for Thursday. Okay, and this is going to be this will be our last story, and since it's getting late and I've got to go to the dentist, and then we're going to do our new feature. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. So 5 defendants are now facing charges stemming from a 2019 Texas boating incident in which a 19-year-old teen lost his life. According to the Orange County Register, Jack Elliott was with a group of 11 other teens ages 18 and 19 who were drinking and wakeboarding on an Axis A22 boat in October 2019. The majority of the teens had been drinking vodka, beer, and White Claw as they partied near Devil's Cove on Lake Travis. Elliott, a graduate of Corona Del Mar High School in Newport Beach, California, was sitting on the railing of the boat with his girlfriend, Delaney Brennan, when she shoved him, according to a wrongful death suit filed against the teens by Elliott's parents. The pair had reportedly been kissing each other when Brennan gave Elliott, shoved him, sending him overboard. Elliott ultimately fell into the vessel's propeller. Afterwards, the teens took measures to cover up their activities. They all got rid of all the alcohol and deleted all their cell phone activity. L. Weber, who was operating the boat, was the only person who saw Elliott sitting on the railings at the front of the boat with Brennan. Weber called 911 to report Elliott missing and gave her name as L. McPherson. Instead of telling the truth, Weber and the other teens got together and concocted a plan to give as little information as possible, including to Elliott's parents, who were left wondering and worried as Elliott still had not been found. Weber and the other teens on the boat met up with the parents at a hotel a few days later, and they decided to lie, the wrongful death suit claims. Instead of sharing what happened, Weber allegedly feigned ignorance. We didn't know how Jack fell off the boat, Weber said during a meeting with Elliot's parents. We don't know if Jack stood up to change his position, or if he lost balance, or if he was fixing his hair. We don't know what he was doing. These are the most honest answers we can give you now. Days later, a search team found Elliot's deceased body in the lake. Afterwards, the teens began revealing what really happened. 5 of the teens were ultimately indicted by a Travis County grand jury last year after the wrongful death lawsuit forced them to answer questions under oath. Let's see. A lot of people were freaking out and crying and not communicating well. Another student who was on the boat, Carson Neal, said in a sworn affidavit, "I tried to stay as calm as I possibly could. I knew it was serious, and freaking out would make it worse." Weber testified that she did indeed see Elliot before he fell over the boat, despite what she previously told his parents. Delaney and Jack were at the front of the boat, flirting and kissing. She gave Jack a playful little shove, and he fell off the boat, Weber said in a sworn statement. "I was scared and in shock about what happened. I wish it had not happened. I wish I had told police everything the first time." Weber added that Brennan kept saying she was playing around and did not mean to hurt Elliot. A report filed out by Texas Parks and Wildlife Game Warden Ben Eckelson detailed how authorities believe the incident really played out. They say Jack Elliott was pushed by Delaney Brennan from the front of the wakeboard boat, operated by L. Weber under the supervision of Carson Neal. Jack Elliott was struck by the propeller multiple times and was killed. The alcohol on board was thrown overboard. False statements were given to the officers responding to the accident concerning the events preceding the push and manner in which Jack fell into the water. The 5 defendants are due to appear at the Travis County Court within the next few weeks in connection with their indictments. Interesting. Okay, and now I just have to put my watch on the charger, and we're going to tell you about the new feature. And I'll put up the new graphic for the new feature. I'll put up a graphic for the feature. I don't know if it's going to be the one that we're going to keep, because we're going to do this every Thursday. But just like we were watching, little snippets. Let me get here. Where did I put that thing? We're going to do a Throwback Thursday, but we're going to let the panel, let me get this, come in, and they're going to be the ones that pick it out, but they're not going to know what they're picking out, and I'll explain it to you. Okay. Let me get this. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me get to the chat here. Okay. Close some of these windows here. Okay. All right. So I have some people up on the panel. And I'm going to take this down now so we can see them. I'm going to put them over here. Just a few people on the panel. Okay. So here's how we're going to do it. So one person is going to pick the date, but not the year, just the date. And then the next person, since the videos are going to be we're going to do it like from the live time. So it's like going to be 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022 are the choices for that. And then when I bring up that video, I'm going to give the length of it. So if it's like 4 hours and 22 minutes, then the next person is going to give a timestamp in there. Okay? Hi, Ellen. And then we're going to have that, okay? don't know what they're doing there. Hi, TV. Okay, so who wants to give me a date? Just a month and a day, not the year.
Hello, Caroline.
You want to give me a date, Alicia?
I'm not too late to the party?
You're not too late to the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna write down so I can keep this.
Any date
Any date. Yeah, you can do any date.
February
Okay.
25.
25.
Fifth?
Yeah, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say the 14th.
No.
Okay. All right, February 25th. And who wants to give me a year between 2018 and 2022?
I'll give it a go.
You'll
What
give
were the
it a go?
years between what? Sorry?
Between
What were the years?
2018 and 2022.
We'll go somewhere in the middle. 2021. Sorry, that's my dog.
2021? Okay, good. So let me write that down. I'm going to remember this. February 25th, 2021. And let me pull that up. Let me do a little search here. Give me a second to get this.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Alicia.
Hello. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Lesia.
Computer.
Hi,
Yes.
Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Oh, Nicole, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm in my pajamas.
Me too.
Come on.
Hello, Alicia.
Hi, Larky.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about this case. This says Prokopovich. Trial updates, case talk, Kim K, and more.
Hi, Sharon.
This
Hi,
this video
Martha.
is 6 hours, 54 minutes, and 25 seconds. So who wants
my
to give us
goodness.
an hour and a minute?
I will. Can I do it?
Sure.
So an hour and a minute. An hour and a minute. And you said the video is how long?
It is 6 hours. Hold on, this stupid thing just popped in front of it. 6 hours, 54 minutes, and 24 seconds. But you just have to give me an hour and a minute. So
Hour and a
6:54.
minute. Okay, so anything. All right. Let's do 5 hours and 23 minutes.
Okay.
Is that right? Am I doing it right?
Yes, you
Wow,
are. Hang on, there's an
so
ad coming
specific.
up on this. Hold on, let me just.
There's a long
Yay,
video.
follow directions this time. It's a
You
first.
did.
for me.
Okay, that was pretty interesting. Okay, so let me get it up. 5:23. You said 5:20.
Hi, Martha.
Hi, Martha. 5:20.
Scooter's away. Scooter hates us.
Who hates us?
Jesus, like always.
Hard to get it right on the 5:23. Hold on. Let me play
Drum roll.
5:21, 5:23. It goes 5:23:02. All right, that'll have to be. Oops, now it's going too much.
I'm intrigued.
Let me see where it is now. Why does it keep going back? Okay. I think we're just going to have it there. It's at 5. Okay. All right. So I guess I should maybe share my screen.
Yeah.
Now I think it went up to 5:23. Okay. Push it back a little bit. I think that's what it is. All right. Let me share it. All right, everybody. Let's see. And hopefully everybody can see that I'm going to mute my mic so you don't have conflicting.
Oldie but goodie, maybe.
whatever the age was where you couldn't get affordable care.
I don't know how you did it. I couldn't have done it.
But here's the cool part.
I give you a lot of credit, Moo.
Well, no, I think I feel like I was I'm not religious, but I feel like I've been looked out for, and God was looking out for me. I mean, I believe I have spiritual.
No job setting should put people through what you went through, because you're really forever changed because of that.
Oh, well, yeah. But
I mean, you're doing much better. I mean, don't get me wrong, but that's all because of the work you're doing on yourself, that you've had to work at it.
But here's the cool part, and this, I hope anybody who's still awake, I'm probably putting people to sleep aside from the hour, but here is the key thing, and this is really important, and I hope people are listening, because this
I am, because I admire you a lot.
Well, no, this has an extra piece of impact right now.
It's not sharing. They can't. So I think I have to move it over there, because when I just checked, I think I have to move it over here and just play it. That's what I have to do. Okay, sorry.
And I don't need to get specific, because you're going to know what I mean. When I quit my job, I got the first level of relief, which was I didn't work for those people anymore. I was desperately ill. I was housebound, mostly bedbound. I was so ill, but the lifting of stress from the bullying made such a difference. But then I was in this house that I was too sick to clean up. I had to hire movers to come. It took them 5 days to clean up the mess in my house. It was a fortune, but no human could help with it. I mean, I needed a pack of men coming in there and packing up everything. They did all of that stuff. Okay, so I could not move out of there. When I came here on May 23rd, it's the first, I was completely at peace, because the last thorn was I couldn't pack my own house. And I was able to hire people to do it, thank God. And my New York daughter and son-in-law were there. And but I hired people to professionally take care of it. When I got to this house, I've lived here with no symptoms, no IBS, no stress, no heart palpitations of any kind, and no drugs since 2016. Why? Because I was not being hit with hatred.
That's right.
Mean, full-blown hatred, where people gang
It is
up
an important
on you.
subject, Jeanette. Yes.
They turn their hatred, they get together and talk about how they hate you and you're a bad, arrogant person. This was all directed at me. Simply.
Gosh, I couldn't take that. I couldn't have handled that.
So I came here and I've been at peace. People are nice to me. I'm as nice to people as I always was, because
you're a nice person.
I was never mean to people. It's
you know why? They always pick on people that are good people. They always do.
And the thing is, if somebody's going to be horrible to me, then I'm a street fighter. I'm a New York street fighter.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be right there with you, Lisa D.
Me too.
And Union slamming someone up against the wall and say, don't you ever screw with me like this. I'll kill you. That's my street fighter will come out.
Yes.
But when somebody's beating the hell out of you at work and your paycheck and your livelihood depends on this, you are stuck. And so when you're trying to work and people are targeting your income and you have
and they know it.
See,
they know that.
They're targeting you and you have children and they don't give a shit. I'm sorry for saying shit, but they don't care.
Okay.
If you're put out of your livelihood and your family no longer has your income. And when people do that to you. So here I was living my life. I've been here since May. And then suddenly, somehow, all this stuff entered my life that I was not involved in. I did not ask for. And I'm suddenly being targeted if you know what I mean. I'm being told that I have to act a certain way. I can't know people that somebody else doesn't approve of. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
But I have had the worst hatred coming to me from people on YouTube, people that I have never done anything to. Never, ever have I hurt somebody in this community. And I've had hate directed at me because I did not judge a friend of mine. Now, what happened was that when this began, I started to have a nervous breakdown again. And this was because people who claimed to be my friend were telling me that I couldn't be friends with another friend. Does this sound familiar?
It sure does.
And so a whole lot of people who talk about being good people and kind people that I was friends with and who said they respected me because I don't get involved. I don't judge people because maybe they don't get along with someone that,
right.
It's like, you know what? I'm almost 70. I get to decide who I keep company with. I get
That's right.
And if someone turns out to be a pile of trash, I'll say, okay, well, guess what? That person's a pile of trash.
Right.
But you know what? If you've ever been bullied the way I was and had your livelihood targeted, I almost lost my co-op. I almost lost my ability to have the house I have now. Everything was almost taken away from me because I was targeted. And now I started being in a situation where people told me that I have to target another person. And because that person is so terrible, I need to join up and target them and destroy them, destroy their livelihood because they don't.
Well, because they
to,
decided to, right?
Yes, yes. And so all I've ever said to people who I thought were my friends, I've said, you know what, I'm not gonna, I can have friendships with people. I may not even agree with everything they do. I mean, maybe I don't agree with all my friends. I don't expect people to do everything identically to me, but I'm not going to sit here and make judgments. I'm going to just sort of sit back.
That's not what we do here.
Yeah, well, guess what? I got all of my symptoms back. And all of these people who are pounding on me, they're still taking benzos. They're still taking all their drugs that they get. I have no relief. So I started getting all the symptoms back. I started to break down again. So I haven't been on here because I started getting bullied.
I understand.
PTSD because I'm watching other people getting bullied.
I understand.
Yeah, I know. And it's killing me that she's in so much pain over this, and I don't want her to be in this pain. You know, it's horrible.
Right.
It's horrible.
Well, no, the thing is,
don't let this happen.
No,
don't let this happen.
Don't let those people get you sick. Don't let people get you sick like this. They're not worth it.
You have to keep a focus on. Try to keep a focus on what you're experiencing right now with all of us.
This is
and
the
block out everything else.
Yeah, just don't give them any air. Just that's it. They don't matter.
I didn't because the people I thought were my friends were not my friends. I can tell you that. And
that does happen. That does happen.
And I can't believe it could happen to me at my age. But I can tell you, and this is what I hope. The people who are listening, I hope they hear me. When you gather together in hatred because you're angry at someone else, and this is all that you have in common, you are going to find yourself in a really bad state later. And when people throw a frigging hand grenade into a community like ours, they take people out like me. It's not just me. I'm not a victim.
You're not out. You're still here.
You're not out?
No,
You're here.
When I say take people out, I mean they take them out of life. they put me back into a nervous breakdown. I'm not in it now.
Honey.
I'm not,
Yeah, but
no,
you can't let, you just got,
No.
I know, Mo, I feel so bad that they're doing this, but to you, but it's just
no,
don't.
no, I'm good. No, I'm
You're
upset.
better. Are you saying
I'm
that you're
fine.
better now? Are you saying
I'm
like
fine.
you hit like a low point and now you're better?
just-
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am, right now I'm angry.
Good.
Because I'm enraged. Because
Good.
I had 0 symptoms here. You saw me on the panel. I was a happy person. The biggest problem I had was physical, because I've really been in full rehab mode physically. I can walk 3 miles now. When I first got here, I could still only walk maybe 50 feet. And my life was coming back to me. And when people started pounding away on me with messages, people that I thought were my friends, I'd find messages in my Facebook, I'd find messages on my texts of people telling me, you know, trying to push me, telling me that I was a piece of crap if I didn't
Do whatever they said
Yeah.
that you should do.
And so the part about having a nervous breakdown, I really got really sick after the first of the year, after that start of the pressure where you have to come over, you've got to come over here. When you hear
Well, you know
about
what?
fear,
I
when you hear
am
about
so
fear,
glad that it sounds like you emerged victorious over this.
Well, that's the thing, because right now, I'm just so angry right now. I know I sound crazy, but
No, you don't.
I want people to understand that if they are united in hatred, which people I see are doing right now, they're so interested in targeting someone that their only thing that they have in common is how much they hate certain people. And if that's what you have in common with each other, wait till you find out how much you don't have in common with those people when the hatred peters out. Just wait till you find out who you're keeping company with. And the idea that someone could blow up a community that is where my life
But they
was.
did, but
We're
you know,
not
Mo, they
blown up,
didn't.
though.
We're not blown
We're
up.
not.
We're stronger than ever.
I know
Absolutely.
we are. The fact that they would throw a bomb in it like this.
Yeah,
I don't
everything
mean but the thing
But what
is,
it did, you know, what it did in the end, Moo, what we see is that it got out what shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing
And we're
so
stronger
great.
and we're growing and we're happy and we're laughing again and we don't have all the stress we had.
Absolutely.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying they succeeded.
I mean,
But I'm
tonight,
saying-
Not at all.
Moo, I was going to tell Lise, tonight was like one of the greatest nights. And I already had an email from somebody that was here that was on both sides and said to me, Carolyn, I had the greatest time there. We are back to what we were. We had great content in the beginning and now we're laughing. This is the greatest thing. Thank you for not paying attention to any hate.
That's exactly how I feel. And I can tell you that I've been okay. I feel very lucky because by staying out of it, I stayed. The only people I talked to, I was trying to say, look, I can't listen. Please don't tell me any of this stuff because I can't handle it. I wanted to kill myself when I was still in New York, and what they were doing to try to made me want to kill myself again. And
people will do that.
They're talking about they don't want to hurt people. They don't want to hurt people. What do they think they're doing to people?
But you know
like
what?
me?
I know
We're
it's
okay,
upsetting,
though.
but you know, the best thing is just don't give them any mind because
Right.
you know what?
I don't anymore. I don't. I unfriended every single person on YouTube, on Facebook. They're out of my YouTube. I mean, my YouTube people are out of my real life.
You have to do what you need to stay healthy, and it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
I'm good now. I'm good now.
Good.
And the last straw for me, and I'm going to come right out and say, remember, Lisa D., you asked me if I could do something because of my database stuff. You asked me to
Yes.
helped out with something. Do you know?
Remember that?
Yes.
Which had nothing to do with anybody else but me, my
Right.
personal life.
I
Right?
know. So, okay, so I'm gonna, because this is YouTube and everybody's telling all their tragedies and how their feelings are all smashed and everything else. Okay, I'm gonna lay this out because I hope you'll find it really funny. Lisa D, listen to this. I don't know when this happened because I honestly was thrown for a loop, but I got a text from a friend that I loved. I love this person. I loved her. And she texted me and she unfriended me. This was someone I texted with every day in this community. And I loved her so much.
Sorry, Mo.
And she unfriended me. And I couldn't understand why. I was hurt and crushed.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't know why, but then I saw Facebook Messenger was still open and I wasn't blocked. And I mean, I couldn't understand. I said, how, do you know why she was unfriended? Because I don't know when it was. Carolyn, help me out, because I never talked about anybody to Carolyn or you. You guys know I never talked about anybody to anyone ever.
Right. Yeah. I hate to see you like this.
So I called Carolyn and I said something. I said, I'm being accused of all this stuff I don't understand. And I kind of messaged, the Facebook was open, this person that I loved. I love this person. And she said to me that she unfriended me because they heard Carolyn a few weeks ago say, hey, Lisa D, did you ever hear back from Moo about, I don't know what the wording was, but it was about...
Right. And it was something that had nothing to do with you two.
Yeah, because these people...
And so they unfriended me.
It's all, you know what it is, Moo? It's about people assuming things that they think they know, and they hurt you with it, and it's wrong, and it's wrong of them to assume
people
that.
like that, right? If it wasn't that, it would have been something else that they would have picked out.
Can you imagine
in the
that
chat?
Someone who was my friend heard?
I can imagine it, Moo, because unfortunately,
tiny object. Carolyn is the target, and if Carolyn says something like, "Hey, Lisa, did you hear back from Moo about this?" A private matter.
Right,
and
it had nothing to do with you two.
That the
Has nothing to do with
object, the person that they want to kill, Carolyn, the person they want to take away her livelihood because she's this rich person who owns waterfront property for like 19, are we up to 19 houses you have now, Carolyn?
21.
Oh, 21, all the income. The people who made assumptions about me, guess what? I don't have a pension either, Lisa D, as you know. We have them. So guess what I live on? I live on Social Security. And the only reason
But you shouldn't be, listen, Moo.
Yeah, I
You're
hate
not
that
required to tell that to people.
No,
it's
I
your
know, but
personal life. You don't have anything to substantiate.
I want them to
Yeah.
know who they
No,
were
you don't have, listen.
No, I want them to understand that if you take me, and I didn't do anything to any of those people ever. I was nice to people.
I know
And
you
if
did.
you take me multiple,
We know.
But it's showing
We
they're
know.
not nice, Moo.
No,
It's
yeah,
on them. It's on
I know,
them.
but
Do you
listen,
understand?
with all of the silent people, I listened to you so long before I ever, well, Carolyn, you and I didn't come forward on Facebook. I'm just too shy. I never came forward on YouTube, but I was listening to this channel long before anybody ever heard of me. And there's so many people, you multiply me by 1,000 or more. I don't know how many subscribers, but think of all the people who are never in chat, who are like me, who are bedbound, listening and healing because they have a community.
Right.
And for those people to say, well, we don't like Carolyn, so we're going to throw a frigging bomb and hope we hit everybody. As long as we hit Carolyn.
I know.
And
but
they don't
you know
even
what,
care.
Mo, listen. This community is strong.
Oh,
And
I know it is.
the people that love us and the people that are here would never let that destroy it.
Well, that's what those are the people I want them to hear, to stay and listen and be healed, because I got healed. I got better. I can walk 3 miles a day now instead of 10 feet.
And you're going to, yeah.
And I want people, all these other silent people who've been scared away. They've been scared away. They're afraid to come into chat because they're going to be targeted the way I was targeted. You know, you talk about fear. The fear is coming from the people who are gathered in hatred. And when I got unfriended because I did something because of database things and the stuff you came in because of a friendship, and
I'm really sorry. It happened because
it's not sorry. I'm glad. You shouldn't be sorry. I'm glad because I want people to hear how when they listen to the lies that they're being told, and everybody's backstabbing. I hope they're happy with the bedmates they're waking up with now, because these people that sit there and make fun of the Golden Girls, who ridicule people and call us ugly and old and talk about ugly and body shaming and talk about how Shanann is so ugly and how Shanann, what kind of person takes out life insurance on Shanann, all these things that are so twisted, not based in reality. I mean, these people, this is who people are hanging out with now. They get to hang out with those people who body shame people. So all of these people say, I never would hurt anyone. I never want to hurt anyone. Well, guess what? They're hurting. They're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying to hurt people. And you know what? They're not going to, dox me. Go ahead. Do what you want with me. You can
Aurora, we don't ignore you at all. You're right with us. We're all together.
Those people, they can target me all they want. But when you have had your livelihood, and believe me, just because I survived and I was able to find another way, to get where I, be able to have my house without a mortgage and stuff like that, they targeted my livelihood. I never got another raise because of those people. I had to work double time. I had to work on the side. When people come after you and your family because they hate you, it's so evil. I don't ever want to hear about how superior these people are.
But they're not superior. Because superior people don't have to go on and tell you how great they are. They're not superior. They're insecure.
That's what their insecurity is.
Their insecurities are what they project. They're so insecure.
I'm not saying that I buy into it at all. I just wanted. I wasn't going to say anything because I've been hiding. I've been hiding here in fear.
That's terrible. Don't let them make you hide.
I'm done. That's why I'm here mouthing off, because come after me. Go ahead and say whatever you want.
You are out in the open and you're here to stay and you're not going anywhere. And I
did not deserve to
not going anywhere
by these stupid little YouTubers. So let them, and I don't mean to judge them. I would never judge them and call them stupid little people, but they're acting like stupid little people. They're acting, these were people that, I trusted. It's just ridiculous. We're grown here. And I'm done with having a nervous breakdown.
You shouldn't be having a nervous breakdown. You should be living your best life here in Florida. Live your best life.
Absolutely. You're with us. You are always with us. Look at what we have.
You have so much.
I'm saying
the more evil they are, the stronger we get. Look at us.
No, I only began to slip at the beginning of January.
Right, because you were shocked. It was the shock and awe, right?
Yeah. And I felt myself slipping back, but it didn't last long. But what I do, I was afraid to come on here. And when I hear that there's fear in our community, the fear isn't coming from this community.
I know.
No, but we don't have to worry about. You see, that's the thing. Somebody told me today a very wise.
I just want to say something.
Would you say?
Can I just say something for a minute, Moo? I just want to say, Moo, I hear the strength in your voice, and I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
I really am.
Thanks. Yep.
And
I'm so glad
so
I kept
much.
everybody awake.
Yeah, Lisa, yeah. This, you know what, Lisa D, this was all a plot so I could walk you out and show you my citrus tree. It's all fake.
But I mean, Carolyn's blossoming. Her channel's just growing.
We're growing. Don't
I mean, it's
naysayers we are growing. I see the numbers. We are growing. We're growing. We're resilient. We're strong. And we have
Carolyn's
people here who love us and that we love.
Right. I mean,
and
it's
great. And you know what? Somebody told me today, somebody in this community, a very special person said to me, when someone shows you who they are, let them go.
That's right.
Let them go.
And I'm still grieving over my friend because I really love that person.
I know.
I heard.
But
Yeah.
I'm moving on, and now I'm not gonna just lie here quietly in fear that I'll be targeted more. And I want all the people who might have been shut up because I was afraid. I was afraid because people are being forced to take a side, to take a stand, to join the hatred. And I'm saying that if someone is pushing you to do that, you do not need that person in your life because you don't need the nervous breakdown.
That's right.
No.
And I don't. My blood pressure is as low as can be. I do not need drugs anymore. I mean, I haven't been on them since 2016, but the reason I went quiet is because I could feel the heart, all of it return.
Right.
And I had to stay quiet because I was afraid if I even came on the panel, I might do what I'm doing now, which is to freak out. But right now I'm not. I mean, I'm not panicking. What I had to do though, I realized back in early, whenever the grenades were thrown, I realized that the terror was coming back. Everything I experienced as a bullied person was coming back. And I had to manage it.
That's why they did it to you.
Yeah, well, that's why I decided to lay low. I thought, well, if I lay low, I'm in the house with my family and my cats and families over here helping me. I haven't been in a nervous breakdown mode, but whenever whenever someone would say, no, what's wrong with you? You won't listen to me. Here are the receipts. Boy, if I ever hear the word receipt, it's like in public saying, give me my receipt. I'm saying, keep your freaking receipt. Yeah. Don't show me any more receipts. But, there's all this pressure. And I'd say to anyone who did that, I said, look, I can't listen. I can't. And that's how I've not gone into full nervous breakdown, even though I'm having one in front of you. But I mean, I'm just enraged. I feel actually very.
But look at what you've got, look at the people you've got, look at the people that love you. We love you. We want you to be
It's not going to
happy.
change.
We don't want you to be, in a bad place. You live in a beautiful place now. You're going to get out and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to spring. Once we get the vaccines, we'll be able to get together. Yeah, there's a lot of good things coming up.
Oh, we're only getting better. I mean, I feel it. I mean, I haven't been on because of the time change, but I watch, I come on here and there. You guys see me, but I watch everything. And I think as a channel, Carolyn's just doing a magnificent job. She's just,
we all are. We all are. We're all here.
Blossoming. It's
we're all here
great.
doing it. everybody.
The fact is that
that's all that counts, really, right?
The fact is that I'm going to say what I have said since the beginning, which is that Carolyn and Scooter and Lisa D saved. I knew Carolyn more. Well,
right, of course.
Carolyn, we'll get to that later, right? But then Scooter and Lisa D, the three of you saved my life.
Bless your heart.
Show you. Once Davida asked me how bad my place could be, and I did show a little glimpse of it. But I have the pictures that I sent to. I have videos. I could hardly walk. I'm breathing like, well, you know, when I get asthma, I sound like I'm 1,000 years old. I can hardly breathe. But at that time, I could hardly breathe because I was so ill. I could barely walk to the bathroom. I went to the airport in a wheelchair. I was that bad. But I'm going to show you guys privately, because this I ain't putting on YouTube. I'm going to show you what I lived in, because I was so sick from bullying. If you saw the beautiful home that I had and how it was by the time I was made that sick, you will not believe it. It looked like the Collier brothers. It looked like the Collier brothers. And that's why I had to hire 5 men to come. It took them 5 days to pack up my 2-bedroom apartment. 5 days.
Oh, thanks, Brooks.
Of just 5 men doing nothing but pack my place.
Really strong, Moo. You're
And
really
So
strong.
proud of you, Moo. And we love you so much.
I
And
can't
you
wait
make
for
this
you to come,
channel. You make this
do.
channel.
Everybody
so
always
special.
is asking
You
for you.
really,
Where's Moo?
really
Where's Moo? Where's
do.
Moo? Right?
Well,
We wanted our
oh,
Moo back. We wanted you
thank you.
back.
Well, for all the haters, I'm going to tell you that I was nearly dead. That's why my place looked like it did, because I was dying. And when I found you guys, that's when I began to get well. And there's so many people who benefit from this. The love in here has brought me back to life. And it is bringing people back to life that you haven't heard from yet. You will hear from them because they used to be quiet and lying there in their beds while their bodies became healthy again and their minds. And my mind and body, free of drugs. This is a person who was recovering from full withdrawal and having no drugs, no recourse with doctors, nothing. And I do have chronic, really bad pain, and I found other ways to manage it. And I'm working on that. It's not always easy, and some days are worse than others, but mostly the idea that I can walk 3 miles again, not all in a row, but I can see by my Apple Watch, you know, how many miles I can walk in a day now. And so people are getting well because of this community. This community matters, and it should not be destroyed. If
it's not going to be.
Like
it's not going to be. It's
I
not.
know it won't be. I know it won't be. It can't be. But the fact that the concept that it needs to be destroyed. That's what I'm saying. This concept.
Oh yeah. And that's why. But unfortunately, you know, like we've been saying, a few bad apples are not going to spoil the whole bunch.
And there'll be other ones.
You know,
but
we're strong and we're resilient, and we're going to rise again, and we're going to dust off and just be back stronger and stronger and stronger.
But when you
I wish we could all be together right now, because we'd be lifting you up, Moo, on our shoulders.
And Moo,
I want you to run for president.
And Moo, if you're ever again having a difficulty with anything, you better send me a text and tell me.
Well, I will.
So I can give you a call.
I will.
Check up on you.
And I'm going to say this.
I didn't know.
One last time, because my heart is smashed into 1,000 pieces, because I did believe. I had a friend that I texted with every day who lifted me up, and I hope I lifted my friend up. And I don't have that friend anymore.
That would
And I'm
hurt.
sorry, because I think my friend was misled into
It could be.
believing
It
that
could
I
be,
should
and it's
be
yeah.
dumped. So I'm sorry, because when I love people, I love them to the marrow.
I know.
And
I
I
know,
did
girl.
love this person to the marrow.
I know. You're very disappointed. You're very, very disappointed.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It really hurts.
And I wish her the best, because I don't think she deserves to be in the mess she might be in either. I loved her.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So
I know,
anyway,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna move on, but I'm not gonna feel like I can't come into my community. and-
No.
No, you
don't
can't
have
let
like
somebody
that.
make you feel
And
like
I
that.
want you to make a promise that you'll
I will.
never stay away again.
Lisa, I'm gonna be texting you 24/7 now.
I need it. I need it, Moo. I need that. Don't disappoint me. Nana Patty!
Nana Patty.
Yay!
Yay. Hello.
Arlen,
And a
how are
Patty.
you?
Hi, Senator Patty.
I just said
And
to
Moo,
I will go, where
Moo,
is
they
Nana
want me to know
Patty?
that they want to make sure that you know that the chat is also supportive. So, you know, when you get a chance later, maybe you can go back and read the chat.
Oh, that's
Oh,
wonderful.
Thank you, everybody. I
Everyone
appreciate it.
loves you,
I'm sorry.
Moo.
I'm
Right,
sorry.
everybody asks for you every day.
You're our
Love you.
girl.
I love all of you.
And
Nana
we're
Patty
stronger
loves you,
than
and we
ever.
love
I mean,
you,
look
Nana
what's going
Patty.
on, man. Right?
What?
We're stronger than ever, and you're one of us. Don't leave us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And look, you got Nana Patty to come back.
I know. I
She
love
wasn't even
that.
feeling her best.
No,
love
I just woke up.
How do you feel?
I feel better since I've been asleep for about 8 hours.
Oh, that's
Good.
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 And Davita's up.
And
Please,
Davita's
I've
up.
been
Yay!
up.
Hi,
Here I
Davita.
am, yes, and I don't even care. Even if I have to work, I'm still here.
Right.
Good.
Oh God, I
I
feel
think we
bad.
I'm so glad I kept
Coffee on.
everybody up. Aren't you guys glad? You could be all exhausted all day long now. I'll take full credit for it.
I'm going to make coffee, I think, and
And we got
Go
our
do
move
something.
back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Nana
you gotta
Patty
look
came
at-
back in. I think personally, I don't want to say anything, but I think Moo came in just to see me.
aw.
That's obvious. And I think Nana Patty did too. I think she might have been listening and heard my voice and said, I've got to
was
get
a
out of bed
song.
now because Lisa D
Probably.
is there.
It was a
did.
thing.
That's it, I know it.
I did. I was like, Moo's there. Lisa D's there. What? I gotta get on.
So,
It's funny.
so I'm sorry. I'm not going to use the word sorry anymore because I don't mean sorry that way. I did not intend to. I've stayed off because I was afraid I'd explode like this, but I'm not. I do not regret exploding because it's the truth. It's the truth, and I think people, if they. I was telling Carolyn this earlier because we were on the phone, and you know what? The reason we were on the phone is
Oops, sorry,
because
Jules.
we're actually family friends, and we talk on the phone, and we were talking about stuff that had nothing to do with channels.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that came up, I was saying I had seen an article of this guy. It's a wonderful guy. I can't remember his name, but I saw it on YouTube, on Facebook. I was conflating the two, but I saw it on Facebook, and now my Facebook is wonderfully free of. I purged it. It's locked down. Nobody except a handful of people who are, I have friends, but everybody is gone. I unfriended people I actually like. I mean, it's just, so I had to clean out my Facebook, and it's all purged now, and no more drama can come into my Facebook.
I
had to
did
do
that.
I had to do that for my mental health, but there was
Right. You cleaned up. You cleaned house.
I did.
Mhm.
I was also unfriended by people because I was plotting. I think I was plotting. Lisa D, were we plotting about flying monkeys? Was that it? Yeah, we were plotting. We were plotting about some kind of really
banana
nefarious
trees and orange.
All sorts of stuff.
So, anyway, there was an article about a guy. I've got to send you the article, but this is the.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
okay. I'll go fast.
Okay. This guy was he was a black man who was being targeted by the KKK, and he ended up, instead of turning away from the hatred, he was constantly being, targeted, and he befriended this head of the KKK.
I know this story.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he befriended him, and no matter how much hatred was pointed toward him, these two befriended each other. And instead of going after the KKK guy and saying, I hate you because you look at the horrible things you've done to me and my family and all of, just the stuff out of hatred. What he did was he just kept befriending him, aggressively being filled with love and listening. What he did was he just listened to the guy. He wanted to hear why the guy hated him so much, and he kept listening and listening. And then the KKK guy began to listen back. He finally began to listen and understand that when people behave a certain way, sometimes it's because their cultures are different. And instead of saying, oh, well, this was another thing when I was at work, which is the cultures were so diverse that there were constant misunderstandings across cultural lines. So as with the KKK thing, what happened was the guy, when he befriended this guy, it was no longer possible for him to hate him. And in the end, he ended up turning all of his KKK suits and paraphernalia over to the black gentleman, and he left the KKK. And it was because, as Martin Luther King has said so many times, only love can drive out hate. And what I'm trying to say to people is, if you really hate somebody, then try listening to them. Try to understand if you think that they said something that was so awful, try to listen to what they were actually trying to convey, because it's possible that you misunderstood it. And it isn't what you think. And if you can listen and open up and try to listen with love, then you can reach some kind of
that requires reasonableness.
Yes. But if the only thing that unites you is this hate, then what you get is a mob. And that becomes the choice that you make. And everybody who's chosen to join a mob and focus on hatred and have that as what you have in common, then okay. That's what you get to live with. But I really like this guy who was able to sit there in the face of evil and turn an evil man into, a person who was genuinely evil, not someone who was misunderstood, but someone who was choosing to be evil, and to make this man choose to not be evil. So even if, no matter how much you feel that someone is awful, maybe deep down you misunderstood, and it can be resolved with listening, but it can't be resolved with the mob. And that's just so. That's just.
You're such a special person, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
You fit right in. You fit right in with us. And I don't mean to be saying like we're like the best people in the world and like we are, but what we all have in common here is that we just want to really just live our lives and be decent.
Exactly.
Oh, Dave and I just watched that movie.
And have a good time and just be positive. And I think that was what you were just saying is a perfect illustration of that. It's all really anybody here really wants. And I think because of that, that's why this channel is really just really blossoming right now, because that's what it can't help but get better, because that's what's just shining through, and that's what attracts people to come in.
Well, that's the other thing.
You know,
I
channel is just, and Carolyn, I mean, you're at your best now.
Yeah, we're back
I don't
to,
know what
because
it
I
is.
think we're back to, I think, where our happy place kind of, right?
Well,
we're back
just
to
like
doing what we like to do. We're back to the content we like. We're back to having fun, and we're back to being with people that we really love and really care about, and we don't have to worry about people that are here. You know, we really love who we're with. We love our community. We feel good. We feel safe.
Well, yeah, and the other thing, and this is this is no small thing. I mean, the entire country was shredded. I mean, has been shredded by differences. And what I loved about this was that, I mean, my family has been torn apart by politics. I'm not going to try to inject politics in here, because the point I'm trying to make is that because of the conflicts, and not my immediate family, I mean my own family, not kids and me, but my cousins' family was torn apart by politics. My family runs from all the way to the hardest right you can imagine, all the way to the granola-iest left that you can imagine, and I'm right dead in the middle. I don't belong to a party. I'm a central kind of person. But to see my family, my uncles, my father's brother's family just destroyed by mothers and daughters pulled apart by politics. And for me to be able to come here in 2016 when stuff really began to get, where the country is so divided, I mean, to be in a nervous breakdown and full protracted drug withdrawal, being bullied, and then have the political, like everything in the world going to pot politically. I was so happy to, I forget when I listened to the channel.
No, I'm just commenting on what Wendy said. We lift each other up.
It was so wonderful to
lift each other up.
It was so wonderful to come to this channel and have a relief from politics, to know that it was against the rules to hold somebody's beliefs against them or bring it up. And I knew that we were all sitting here, people who in a restaurant might be beating each other over the head with, the nearest heavy objects because they're so divided about the politics. And I loved it in here because people weren't doing that. It was like we could all be friends because, they're just basic ground rules. It's okay, we're not going to bring up this stuff that gets people, bringing up the heavy artillery. And it really helps you listen and understand people better that you normally would never meet. I mean, you wouldn't meet them. It's like, I'm not going near those people. They support this or they support that, or they're against me, or they're against things I believe in. This has been so wonderful to just have a place where you could be with everybody.
Can I just say one more thing, because my tablet's ready to die? I just feel like you brought us back to our happy place.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
I feel like the happiness, is coming back. I feel it.
I really, Carolyn, I thank you, because I'm just very happy to, feel like that this community is here, and I don't have to be scared to come and participate again, because
No, never be. Don't let anyone
No.
scare you. I mean,
no,
no.
I'm not, and I'm sorry that I was not. I was just too frightened. I really couldn't, because I was scared. I can't take Ativan anymore. So.
Right.
Anyway, so,
I know you weren't scared of us. You were just really upset over the whole situation.
I was scared of my symptoms, because I was going into full blown, physical.
Yeah. And you told me a long time ago that I had saved your life, and you shocked
It was
me.
true.
And then, you said that and I was just shocked. I was stunned.
No, you guys, see, this is what I hope people will understand, is that when you can be from think of us, we're from all different every part of the political spectrum. We're every part of the world.
Every part of the
All
world.
over the world.
We would have never met otherwise.
Religion.
Think of it.
Yeah.
We would never know each other at all. None of us.
And we're sitting here.
It wasn't for Carolyn and what she created for us.
Exactly. And the fact that I don't think people realize that it's not a small thing to have all of us together with all of our different cultural ways and our political ways, to have us all together and not be killing each other. That's the biggest stage.
Families don't even get along like that.
No, exactly. And it's a real
Carolyn, look what you did.
Way to go, Carolyn.
Look what you did.
Yeah, everybody.
I always say that.
No, I think we all attract some people say, well, how come you get those people? I think we all attracted people we're very, in a way, similar with, and sometimes in a way very different, but there's always the commonalities, and some of the commonalities are true crime, some of them are crafts, but just we've met great people from all over the world, and, happy to call many my real life friends, and hope to meet many more once this pandemic is over. We can get out, but I think
absolutely,
it's just been
everybody
amazing,
look
an amazing ride.
Yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, that's it. I was going to say it was an amazing ride. It is an amazing ride.
Yeah.
We're still on it.
I mean, I was going to say look forward to the Rambler,
Yeah, conventions like we had talked about right before the pandemic, right? And meetups and all that stuff, and that can start happening again.
There's so much more to come. But ultimately, Carolyn, you're the one who did this for all of us.
That's right.
And I don't think people realize that this is a culmination of your life's work. This isn't something that you just said, hey, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. This is a culmination of a career, of a lifetime's worth of work. And I think you make it look easy. But I know it's not.
It's a long time and a lot of work.
It's a lot of work every single day.
And it's a lot of vision.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Jimmy, hi.
I have my hand up. I want to say something.
Oh,
go.
What are you going to say?
Okay. How about you guys
I'm calling on Jimmy to speak. Jimmy, you have the floor.
You guys should figure out how we could do this. Online Ramblers newsletter.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Oh,
I have one for the blog. Yeah, I've been thinking of that too. Like,
Jimmy, that's a great idea.
I didn't hear it.
I would help write it.
Right.
Like we could do what's new in Moo's life, what's new in
birthdays or a spotlight. How about a member spotlight? A spotlight, member spotlight.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be good. We can do it. I mean, I know the like Mail Poet and stuff like that I deal with the blog, and we could do it off the True Crime Chat website and get everybody, put their email address in so we can go out to them. And
I love that idea, and I know Carolyn, you have a lot to do just to run the channel.
Yeah, no, I mean somebody else can write it and stuff. Yeah, that's.
I would definitely help write it.
Yeah,
for
and then
you.
we could have
That's a great idea.
Nominations.
Is there anybody else that would want to help write it?
I help any way I can.
I have a husband that's a writer. He's a great editor.
Oh yeah, great.
He's a great editor. I love editors.
And also,
That's good to know.
you guys better get on it You guys better get on it before Sally Ann, and then catch sight of it, and it'll be that Sally Ann newsletter that'll beat you to it.
Jimmy.
Well, I would definitely, absolutely
I would be
volunteer
happy to help you.
to start, Carolyn, collaborating
Yeah.
with,
Collaborate.
a format.
Right, yeah.
And,
Oh, wait,
if anybody
Lisa,
wants to form a committee with me, let's do it, and let's come up with a format and
Yeah, we can have
let's
a
do it.
newsletter committee in Slack or something, and people that want to go in there, and
Can you
then,
put up
I'll put up a new room in there.
and let's start coming up with a format. I think that would be the first thing we would do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want it, like, what
What do you want
it,
it to look like?
you know?
Well, Jimmy would like look at what is it, PowerPoint or not PowerPoint?
No.
You could go in Word and look up formats, but you know.
No, but
you guys will do it. You guys will do better.
There's something that goes right to the website. There's like Mail Poet. It gives you a newsletter. You just go and set it up. You know, that's what I use for my blog. But
I'm talking
yeah.
about content. I'm not
Oh, the
talking about
content.
format.
You're talking about
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
I'm not talking about format for writing and what it would look
Have a
like
funny
physically. I'm
section in
talking
it.
about what we want in it.
Right. Jimmy's saying a funny section.
I think it's a great idea. Because,
do
I mean, we
too.
really are
I
blossoming,
love
I
it.
think.
I love it.
I love
Craft
that. I
corner.
really do.
We could highlight a craft. We could do a craft corner.
Yeah. Showcase some of the crafts of the month or something.
Playlist for
Birthdays. You know.
birthdays.
You know what? It's really
Prayer
funny
corner.
because,
Who needs prayers?
this is really giving me courage because you guys know I've only shown my face on secret YouTubes when we have all our meetings, collaborate,
I know.
plot, and I mean, you guys only. I don't know. I don't want people to see me. I
Yes.
never
Oh, you going?
see me in my life
day.
anyway. But it's so funny because right now, I don't feel afraid anymore. I feel like I could put my
Yeah, you can't
big
get over here.
stupid face where everybody could see it.
I love you.
And if those folks want to make fun of how I look and laugh at me,
You're beautiful. Oh my
You
God.
are
I don't
beautiful.
care anymore. Well, you know what? That's really nice of you to say that. But the fact is,
Who has regifted their gifts.
I'm 5 minutes. What was that?
Beth Plant said, "Who has regifted their gifts?" Like the fox. Okay.
You really
Finish
are
what were you
very
saying, Mo?
pretty.
But I was saying that at this point, I want you to know that one of the things I was terrified of, having had my life so altered in such a really financially destructive way by bullying, targeted.
Oh, that's good. Look at Kevin wants a dear mommy or dear Abby section.
Right. Yeah. But because of this fear, I mean, that's one of the reasons I never showed my face. I thought if anyone ever ridicules me again, and you know what YouTube is like famous.
Oh, they love doing it. And the ones that do it are the ones that are the most insecure, but it's okay.
And at this point, I suddenly feel like, you know what, I could stand out there in the sunshine where you could just see a bit of the wrinkles and that I'm old and
Stop saying you're old. You're not that
no, but I am,
Hi, 80s
I'm,
girl. Hi,
I'm going to be
Elizabeth.
70, and it's whatever.
70's the new 40.
No, but what I'm saying is that at this point, if the YouTube people, I just never wanted to be ridiculed. I see what people do to others, and and I didn't care. They make fun of us as being the Golden Girls, whatever. I don't care about that. It's nothing compared to what I went through at work. But on the other hand, I didn't want to open myself up to it again. I don't need
Thanks for becoming a deputy rambler.
to be targeted again. But at this point, I don't even care.
Well, I love the whole thing.
If they
This
want
is
to,
wonderful.
Good for you, Moo.
if they want to sit over there and talk about how ugly I am, because they can certainly say that about a 70-year-old woman. I don't give
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
give a crap. I don't
Well,
care.
you're not ugly.
You're not ugly. And you know what? Anybody that says that and anybody that attacks somebody's looks and everything, it's because they have nothing else and they're just it's a reflection of them. It's just all
But
about
you know
them.
what? Now, I don't care. They can do it. I don't care if they know that my poor old boobs might hang down to my knees. I don't care. They can laugh if they want. I don't care.
I'm so glad I came on at 1:30 and kept everybody awake and made poor Carolyn exhausted.
I'm so sorry.
No, but it's so funny because like I just
wouldn't
got
even
an
be
email
here.
from like a long time rambler who was, you know, saw things that were going on and said to me tonight, you know, Carolyn, oh my gosh, the live tonight was great. I had the best time. It was like old times. We went through, you know, the case, and then we went through all this stuff, and we had the stories. Then we talked about Kim and, you know, what's going on with the Watts case, and then we had this thing. And then I said I felt exactly the same way. You know, I felt like we got our mojo is here now.
Yes.
Our mojo is strong now, and our mojo is better than ever. And we had a transition, but we made it through the transition, and we're stronger than ever.
Yes.
Just remember, united we stand, divided we fall.
Right. And if our back should ever be.
And whenever you guys,
Something happened tonight. Something real happened tonight. And then
Maybe that's why I woke up.
Yeah.
Man, that caught my attention. You know, that caught everybody's attention. You just really pulled us all together tonight, lady.
Mm-hmm. I did. I think we
And
all did, yeah.
in chat are nominating you for president for 2024, just so you know.
Move for president.
We love you, Moo.
I hate to
Moo, you are very, very important to us. I don't know if you really were aware of that.
Well, I mean, I felt very close to you guys that I know well. I mean, you're sitting in front of me, and I've always felt that. But tonight, I don't know. I had this surge of it's almost like patriotism. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right.
I kind of really feel the same way.
Presidential.
No, but I know what she means. It's this surge of like, and I felt that
there was something like really
couple of weeks.
You know what? Yeah, and before that, like even before, there was something. It was toxic. There was a toxicity around us.
There's a freshness here,
and now it's gone.
You're
the toxic.
Blossoming, Carolyn. You're gleaming. You're blossoming.
Yeah, it's just
there's something there.
I think what you had, Moo.
Keeps throwing out flags for you, Moo.
You know what? I can't run for president because I don't belong to a party, and I refuse to be a member of a coalition.
You're a rambler.
You'll be the Rambler Party.
The Rambler Party.
We'll be on all the news stations. Who is this new Rambler Party?
What do they believe in? Being good.
That's
Enjoying your life.
What's
Not
the platform?
Living your best
Goodness
life.
and friendship.
Yeah.
Loyalty.
We should have a shield, and on the shield,
Advocacy for people that are good. Victim advocacy.
Listen, we have to have a shield, and on the shield we can have a citrus cocktail tree from Parade.
What is their emblem like? It's a pineapple.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I have to thank you ladies, because once again you have saved my pitiful life.
It is looking brighter than ever, yes.
It is looking brighter. You'll have to show your face.
Yeah.
And Carolyn's going to snap a picture,
and
she's going to put it on her new merch.
And we'll put it in the newsletter.
It's going to be
Moo comes out of the closet.
Carolyn is the only person who has seen my face. But
I've seen it.
No, Lisa's seen your face.
no, I'm talking about.
Nana Patty has.
I'm talking about in real life.
Oh, right, at the Kentucky
At the
Derby,
Kentucky
absolutely.
Derby. Wink, wink.
Yes.
Nana Patty, there is no Kentucky Derby. They never really went.
We did.
It's
Yes,
not
we
true.
did.
I never saw a picture.
We'll
Did you,
we'll
Nana
dig
Patty?
out the old pictures. We're gonna dig them out.
Never saw a picture.
We have
not
them in a
even
special
one.
trunk. Yeah, I have to get them out.
If this was reversed and I said, hey, I know Nana Patty from the Kentucky Derby, I would have had to have come up with a picture like pronto. But did she come up with a picture? Not one. Okay? Different rules for different people. Right, Nana Patty?
Yes, always.
Have a good day at work.
Always.
Good morning, snow remover.
Snow remover's got to go to
Always
work.
the same story, Nana Patty.
Yeah. Yeah. Still haven't seen that picture.
Never saw it. I want to see a picture of two of you with hats.
And a drink.
Because if I don't see the hats, I'm never going to pay. And you better not Photoshop hats.
No,
The only
no,
one who
no.
is ready to show herself. If not, you could even blur her face and just show the curls or something. I don't know what.
We
Because I
have a
know
lot
she
of
might not
pictures.
want to show that, and that's her prerogative. I understand.
We have a lot
But
of
you
pictures.
know what? You better come up with something.
I will. We have a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
No Photoshop.
And,
Really?
and Nicole Smith's daughter and baby daddy has to be in the picture too, because they're there every year.
Oh, yeah,
If you
yeah,
didn't
absolutely.
see them and if they didn't see you, then you weren't there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We should, when everything opens up again, we should all go to meet at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Is that, what are the red hat people? What is that club?
They still do that.
But what is that club?
I think
It's a bunch of people of a certain age that wear
Right.
red hats
Wear
and they
red
do things
hats,
together.
Is it
It's
really?
a women's group.
Yeah, because when my kids
lunch.
when my kids used to perform in theater,
Right.
the whole theater would be full of the red hats.
But we should make a different club like that with special hats of our own.
One that's easy to get though.
Like a special hat club. You know what I mean?
Blue
Like,
hats.
Honey, want
Let's
me to
be the
take phone
purple
now?
hat
Or you gonna
club.
take it?
well, yeah, maybe the purple hat club or
No,
something.
the red hats. They usually wear red and purple
Oh.
I have some fabric like that, yeah.
because it's like they feel like
Honey, I'm
you
gonna
would
plug
never
phone
wear
in.
red and purple together. Like it's supposed to be like now I finally can do whatever I would do, even red and purple I would wear. So they wear a lot of red and purple. It's like their trademark.
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, I heard about that before I was old enough to be.
Yeah,
one
but
of-
they used to come to the shows all the time in big groups,
Yeah.
the red hats. They
Yeah,
reserved
I-
like the whole theater.
I remember that.
And we would say, today the red hats are coming.
Red hats.
Can I just read Recliner Detective?
Yeah.
Says, show the moo. And he's got American
Oh
flag.
boy.
And then
There's some pressure now, Moo. They want you to show yourself now.
Red hats.
This
Bunch
is
of
so
older
funny.
ladies can meet together and they wear red and purple hats. No, we're not going to do that, but we're going to do our own.
Yeah, they
we
wear
do
red
our
and
own club.
purple.
Well, we have our own club, the Pineapple Hat Club.
I was gonna say, maybe we could do the pine.
Remember
we
the
could do
cheese
pineapples?
heads? What about the cheese heads? They wear the cheese, so what
Yeah,
we
they
were,
wear the
what
cheese
we-
hats.
True.
right? But if we had a nice thing with a pineapple, maybe like a purple thing with a pineapple on it, not something hideous, even like a baseball cap with a pineapple on it. That's nice.
I think we should have a
Okay.
design competition.
We could do the
And then-
pineapple pin club.
Some kind
That's
of
Wear
cute.
a pineapple pin on
I
your
like
lapel.
that.
Yeah.
that's cute.
Nana Patty, that's a good idea.
We seriously need a handshake and a wave too. You know,
Yeah.
like the queen.
How about a secret swear-in? On my honor, I will.
Be good.
I will.
I'll be good.
loyal.
I will be kind. Like they have for the pineapple, right?
I will
It's,
be a pineapple.
Be sweet, because the pineapple they say stand tall. That's what they say on a pineapple, and always keep
Oh, wait,
your
let
crown.
me write it down. Hold on.
Right? Don't they say that? They say it's there. It's like
Hold on, let me get a pen. This is good. Don't lose that thought, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna make our own oath. Okay, hold on, let me get a piece of paper that's clean here.
My tablet's ready to die, so I may not make it through.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm ready. Be sweet.
Right, isn't it? Be sweet, you know, stand tall, and then it's something
Stand
about the
tall.
crown on your head. It's, what is it? You know.
Stand tall.
Be sweet. I have it on almost so many things. I can't. Be sweet, stand tall, and then something about the crown on your head. The crown of the pineapple.
Hi, April.
What is
80s.
And always remember to wear your crown proudly.
Yes.
Like wear
It's a
your
little
crown.
long. It's a little long.
Yeah, and
So
always.
the Rambler. This is the Rambler oath.
I can't wait to see how this is going to be interpreted.
Be
Straight.
sweet. Stand tall.
You gotta be able to laugh
And don't
at
forget your
yourself.
crown.
Don't
Yeah, that would work.
forget. That's good. Get your crown.
And you're so.
Should we have something about friendship there or something? Or is that like
Well,
ridiculous?
be sweet. Be sweet. I mean, you know.
And if someone falls after you get done laughing, pick them up.
But you want sort of like it to reflect like a pineapple, in a sense, right?
Mhm.
Well, pineapples are in
Be
Hawaii.
sweet,
aren't they
stand
like
tall, and don't forget your crown.
I forget. I've got it written on something, Lisa. I know I have like a. It says it.
Well,
it
where
says
did you
it
write
has-
it down? What was it from?
It's a saying on the pineapple. It says.
Walk,
Always.
keep
Did I write
walk.
it? Pineapple saying.
Yeah, what's the H?
Yeah, here. So there's a lot of them here. So it's.
Oh, here it is.
Right. So.
Be like a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, be sweet on the inside. When life gives you no. Come on. I don't know why there's a lemon thing. When life gives you lemons, what the hell?
Stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet. Pineapple. Let's see.
Be like, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet. When life gives you lemons, be a pineapple. Sell them and be a pineapple.
Oh, mine's it's only going to be on another minute. I think it's ready to
Well,
die.
then I guess.
You go plug it in. Go plug it in and talk at the same
No,
time.
I'm in bed. I don't want to get up.
Oh, okay.
Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet.
All right,
That's
so
what it
that's
says.
good enough.
Yeah.
Now,
Sounds kind of weird, but.
Well, what would you come up with?
I don't know.
Do you see
I
that
think
little?
it's good.
Do you see that little citrus tree there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's-
then Kevin and the other guys, do they really want to wear a
that's
crown?
So pretty.
That little tree it's you can't really tell from here, but it's 6 feet tall now. It's maybe 6.5 feet tall.
Wow.
I'd walk out there and show you, but then I'll look at
Be
this
a
little.
pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, here's one. It says tough but sweet.
Oh, that's not, Milo, go inside. Go inside.
Because I'm just thinking of Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Kevin.
Kevin can wear a crown. He can be a king.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
That's true.
King, wear
Okay.
a crown. We need a color too.
Kevin's still hanging in there.
Kevin's a
Yes.
good guy.
Right.
I know. I recommended him.
All right, come here.
Anytime a man takes his mama to the boat, hey, I'll vote for him.
All right, come here. Scooter, your cat is misbehaving.
Is Moo outside?
So be sweet, stand tall, and don't forget your crown. Or just wear your crown.
Did he come
You
back
okay,
in?
Moo?
I caught him.
Because when we have our newsletter, we could put this on the newsletter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think the crown needs to be told that it doesn't always have to be shiny and filled with jewels. It could be tarnished and bent and, imperfect. But I don't know how to say that in a lot less words. Wear the crown no matter.
How about wear your crown proudly?
Yeah.
Or wear your imperfect crown.
I love that.
Wear your imperfect crown.
Okay.
That's good.
Perfectly.
Moo, what's
Yeah.
your temperature there today? Supposed to be?
I think it's, right now it feels like 50. But it was cold. It was going down into around 32.
Is it going to warm up now, though?
Oh, it's been beautiful lately. It's been in the 40s at night.
I like it.
And then it's like
All right.
70 during the day.
Wow.
But
That is beautiful.
it's great. I like that imperfect crown.
Okay, I made a
The
room in there, and I
imperfect
put I put a few people in there, Lisa. So I mean, whoever wants to go in newsletters, you can put anybody that wants to
Anybody
help
who
out.
wants to help with the newsletter, go in Slack and
Just say, put something in general, or send me an email or whatever if you want to go in the newsletter, and then
Did you put me in there?
I did.
Okay.
Put me in too.
Okay,
Put me in, too.
I did.
She already knows our thoughts, Scooter.
Jimmy needs to be like,
all right.
That's right, me on a patty. 10th angel, I know. What have you, right?
Oh, did we see? I didn't. Hold on, we didn't see. Let's see. Just
See what?
Are you back in?
I'm back in
Oh, okay.
the Moo office.
Moo office.
You like new bedspread?
Yeah, I do.
I've gone totally tropical here. I'm so corny. I'm like a tourist.
There it is.
Okay.
That was my outside tour, but I'm afraid that if I go further, I'll be dropped into that black hole.
Oh, you don't.
The
You
way I
need
was
to
last
do it,
time.
too, in the
Remember?
newsletter thingy. She can be in charge of
I
Kitty
did.
Corner.
I did. Hi, Austin James. Thanks for becoming a Sergeant Rambler. Welcome.
Thank you, Austin James.
Good to see you again.
one of the Facebook groups that belongs
Hey,
to,
Alicia.
it has like
Hey,
a,
Alicia. How are
Hi,
you?
Aurora again.
Hey, Aurora Rodriguez.
Oh, look at the kids.
Gone
back.
in a minute. It's getting ready to
Come on,
die.
Okay,
Scooter.
Scooter.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Scooter, you really should get up.
There is such
I'm
a
not
thing as a
getting up.
court that she's not getting up. All of a sudden, it's so funny. She's like going to, she's like the lightweight now.
for the
Gail Clark
newsletter.
says I could sell Brushy Brush on iTunes. I don't
Brushy
know.
brush.
Good.
Brush,
No.
brush.
I really want
I don't know. I'm surprised everybody likes it so much, but I will keep singing it.
I want you to make a recording, please. Have it here on Carolyn's channel.
All right.
For real.
You know I would do anything for you, Scooter, except that I don't like that battery's gonna go dead now. Don't like
Right.
it.
I'll still be here.
Hi, AO751. How are you? Hi, Anna C.
Spirit.
Hi, La Bamba. Good one.
Love you.
One of the
Love you,
Facebook
10th
groups that
angel.
belongs
I said love you.
Oh,
Spirit.
Kevin said never let anyone tip your crown.
Oh, that's good too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love that. What does everyone think?
I
Good.
love it.
Nice.
I think it's
I-
perfect. Kevin Leonard, 3 roses for you.
Yeah. Throw
What do you
out them
guys think?
roses.
Give a
I
thumbs
love
up
it.
if you like that.
I
Okay.
love it. I also like imperfect crown. Maybe never tip your imperfect crown.
Yeah, they're both good. They are both
They
good.
are. I'm going to write them down, and maybe let me just write it down so we don't forget that. I think that's really good.
Is it too late for the Cupid doll thing?
No, it's on March 2nd. I mean, if you order
How
it
about
now,
this?
you might have it. I put the link is right there,
How about this, guys? Sorry.
and it's in Slack
but-
too. I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know where to buy one at.
I put the link in Slack. It's in the craft
Oh, to
group.
buy it?
Yeah, the link
Okay.
to buy it. Yep.
Oh, I thought that was just, okay.
Yep.
Getting a lot of thumbs up.
How about this? Never let anyone tip your crown.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds good.
Isn't that what it was? What was it? What did he say?
He wrote, "Don't tip. Don't tip your crown? What
No,
did he
don't
say?
let anyone.
He
No, I
said
think
don't let anyone?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, right? What'd
What
you
did
say,
he
Kevin?
Tell me what he said.
Let me see.
Say it again, Kevin.
Tell us again, Kevin.
I
Sorry,
gave him a
never let anyone, that's
no.
what he said, never let anyone tip your crown.
yeah.
No,
Perfect.
never let them
tip your
let
crown. Oh, no,
I
that's
never
80s
let
girl.
them
That no,
tip
80s
your
girl
crown.
is saying never let them tip your crown and make you frown. But
Hold on a minute. Never.
Actually, the first part says it all. I mean, you don't need.
never let them tip your crown. Is it?
Yeah.
Yep, never let them tip your crown.
This is good. I
Lisa,
wrote
it's
everything
the-
down.
Lisa,
Oh,
H said that the theme song should be the theme song from Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Secret handshake too, or Dakota ring. Ooh.
Dakota.
I like the pineapple. I do like the pineapple pin idea. I wonder if we could find
A sash instead of a hat. A sash. Big yellow one with a big pineapple on it.
You're so cute.
Since we have so many sewers and crafty people, maybe somebody could make like
I can make a mask.
yeah, pineapple mask and pineapple costumes.
Costumes.
I think
Sweater
that's going
for
to
a
go too
dog.
far.
Oh, come on. We're not going to dress like pineapples.
That would be so
A little
cute.
too far.
Turn the screen on, and there you are sitting in a pineapple costume.
And what is that
With a
pineapple Dole
pineapple
Whip?
crown
What's
on
your
your
favorite
head.
pineapple Dole Whip? We should, you know how they make that at home? That Dole pineapple whip from Disneyland? Disney World?
Oh my
Draw the line in a sash. 10th Angel says she draws the line in a sash. Like the brownie uniform.
Lisa H wants
And
a
can you imagine?
costume
Wait,
with
you know, like the Girl Scouts and the brownies, and you get patches for things.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We could have
no.
merit badges.
Never, yeah, right.
We gotta do patches.
Right.
Patches.
The H wants feet in her costume.
But you need a sash then for your patches. Because they have a
Lisa H
sash
wants
for your
feet
patches.
in her costume.
What?
And make our kids come to banquets with us. And they have to bring a covered dish.
Would you please wear a pineapple costume if somebody made it for you and a pineapple crown?
Who?
That would be adorable.
Well, since either Moo or Carolyn has to be the queen of it,
No.
I nominate them.
That's
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
No, this
Everybody can be a pineapple princess, except for the guys.
Aww.
They can be pineapple princes.
And then we can do the wedding.
Or princesses if they want it, and the girls can be a prince if they want it. Whatever they want.
2%. I'm going to be gone in a minute.
Okay.
Kevin said, stand tall and proud and never let anyone tip your crown.
And the husband has been in jail.
What a
Yes.
good ring.
Yes, it has been since 2013.
I like it.
Grandma's True Crime. Yep. We covered it in the beginning of this thing because we've been on for a long time. But if you want to rewind all the way back to the beginning, that's where it is. And then we'll be
Grandma's
back
True
tonight
Crime.
with
He's
the rest
only
of
been
it.
in jail since 2019, though. He hasn't been in jail all those years.
He went in 2019.
That's really good.
Just since.
I think. Are you sure?
Because he couldn't make bail? Was that it?
Are you
I
sure
like
it's
it.
only been 2019?
What is that, Nana Patty, where you got your shot?
It is.
I know they had. Is that when they had the Jane Doe hearing?
Is
right?
it very swollen?
It is.
Oh wow.
See, it's weird. I got my shot, right?
How do you feel? Do you have a fever?
No swelling at all, but really bad pain, like I couldn't lift my arm.
Yeah, I've had that
But I
too
didn't
with
get
the first
swelling.
one.
What?
I had that with the first one too, where my arm felt real heavy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And now what, and this one is what? What's going on with this one?
I know,
Oh,
Leah
I
Jane,
just-
Scooter doesn't have a charger, I guess.
Besides the swelling.
Doesn't want to get out of bed.
I just feel tired.
My daughter got
Yeah,
a
I felt
fever
that
with the
first
second
one.
dose,
And
but it was
it
gone the
wasn't like
next
a
day.
regular tired, it's like a sickly kind of tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like your antibodies are going at it.
Mm-hmm.
You had your car all decorated with princess stuff. My husband was pulled over for a speeding
Your body's fighting it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's too much. He was ashamed for my husband having to drive my car.
My daughter's getting hers today.
That's funny.
First one or
I
second?
want one so bad I can taste it.
You didn't get an appointment for me anywhere? You can't find one for me anywhere?
I'm still looking though. Don't worry, I'm not giving up, and I will get one.
Okay.
I'm trying. I am trying. I have
Don't worry,
emailed and
Carolyn, I will
texted
get you
and
one.
called and everything. I can't buy one. I cannot get an appointment.
What
I
state
can't
are
get
you
anybody
in?
to call me. Illinois. But I mean, I have to be patient. I know I have to be patient. But now, I mean, I meet all the criteria, and I can't get anybody to answer the damn phone or text or anything.
Yeah, that's a very important thing, Alicia.
I'm going nuts.
Find
I
that
want the
raincoat-
shot. I
rain-
want
wintercoat,
out of
find
here.
that white wintercoat.
I want to be with my grandson.
Takes a lot of persistence.
Man,
It's
driving
like
me
almost like I
bonkers.
have to be
Bobby
honest.
Williams.
In my family, it's my
Okay,
it's almost
Grandma,
like a
we'll be
full-time
on
job.
tonight
I've
with the
already
other
been
update
looking
for
while
today,
I'm with
okay?
You guys.
And we have
Kathy, I
Peterson
had to
story in
drive-
the afternoon.
I had to drive 6 hours, Kathy, to get my shot.
I will. I'll go anywhere. I will do anything. I want my grandsons. I want to be
I
out
know.
of here. It's driving me to drink, and I don't drink. I'm thinking about it, though.
Oh gosh, don't start that.
Oh, you know what? That would be the last thing on earth I would need. That's the last thing this world would ever need is for
Right.
me to start drinking.
My kids take
Oh,
stuff
my
literally
God.
because I said that. Oh, it's going to drive me to drink,
Carolyn,
and he, my
they're
Luke
still
goes like,
doing-
"Are you kidding?"
They're still doing location specific. Okay, that's hold on. So that was our first Throwback Thursday. How did everybody like it? We're going to be doing that every Thursday. Hey, Captain Lee, you have 30 minutes to get your son from work? Huh. But it is late, and I'll keep the Zoom open for whoever wants to go in and talk. And we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Billy Boy, for the super chats. Thank you guys for being here with us on our first Throwback Thursday. We're so excited, and you loved it. Great. And thank you to the moderators, and thank you to everybody who came here tonight. Appreciate it so much. And we will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye now. Thank you. God bless, and prayers for all.